This is not the roller coaster ride I signed up for. If you were to ask me before the season started how many wins I thought the Jets would have, I would probably say 6. If everything fell right, maybe 7. If it's 5, it's 5. But not to be embarrassed every single week. And to occasionally have that game. This stupid, ridiculous roller coaster ride we're supposedly on. This isn't a roller coaster ride, guys. There's a flat out, straight line roller coaster that occasionally goes up. Very rare, but it goes up occasionally. Signed up for. I didn't sign up for other head coaches to sit there and pile on at the end of games, and you guys sit there and fucking take it. Not what I signed up for. I could sit there and get my ass kissed. I could sit there and get my ass kicked. I could sit there and lose games. I could sit there and say it's going to be a much different story in another year or two. But I am not going to sit there and get embarrassed and take it. If your quarterback's going to sit there and do little play action passes and hit their receivers 50 yards, hit their Stephon Diggs 50 yards down the field when you're up 38-3 or whatever, you guys can go ahead and take that. That's not what I signed up for. On the next play, if I'm a linebacker, I'm rushing Allen, and I don't care about suspensions. I don't care about penalties. I don't care about roughing the passers or anything. I am laying somebody's ass out. And how this team takes it, week in and week out, I am cursed. It was never my game plan to root for teams that have coaches that are these passive little egg layers. Never, ever. I root for the Yankees, and I got this little wimp after every single game saying, it's okay, they're all going to be okay, they're trying. I root for a football team where I hear the same bullshit every week. If you're going to run trick plays the way Mac Jones and that J.O. little wimp Belichick are running in the end of that game because you still have a hard-on for something that nobody truly understands, only you do in your small, stupid little mind, then you're going to pay for it. Because your young little rookie quarterback is going to get friggin' nailed after the whistle. And I know there are Jet fans over at TGG that completely disagree with me. They completely disagree with me. I've heard you guys. Nah, show them on the scoreboard. Stop them. Play better. Blah, blah, blah. We're not good enough right now. So develop the chemistry. And the chemistry is this. We're not going to be embarrassed. If your goal is to embarrass us, not to just beat us in a football game, but to embarrass us, then we're going to hurt you. Period. That's the way I was brought up. I don't know what the hell I'm watching here. People sitting back and taking this crap. Even the announcers were saying today, I would get these guys off the field. Why does Buffalo have a hard-on for us? I understand that little midget up in New England. I don't understand why. Only he does in that retarded mind of his, because there's something wrong with him. But what is Buffalo's goal by doing this? Why? Because we're the Jets. We're not going to hurt you. The offensive line is putrid. It sucks. It's an embarrassment. The defensive line is a bigger embarrassment because they're talented. They were given contract extensions. They were raved about in the offseason. They were raved about a couple of weeks ago by our head coach, who said it's the best group he's ever had. They're an embarrassment. Watch the game over today, because that's what I did after watching that putrid, disgusting game against the Colts with all that green field wide open. Watch this game again and watch the defensive line. Watch Mosley get the shit kicked out of him by 340, 350-pound offensive linemen that went through our line and got to him like nothing, because our defensive line sucks. And the problem with this scheme of just saying, you know what? Our thing is we just tell our defensive line to get up the field. If you're just going to get up the field, you're leaving your linebackers completely exposed to 300-pound linemen, because you guys that are rushing up the field aren't making any stops in the backfield. So I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Take our quarterback and push him out of bounds to where he's sliding under a bench. And when Josh Allen is getting to the sideline and we had a chance to do the same exact thing, we let him just go out of bounds and we took our hands back. And you want to know what's really pissing me off is that I was misrepresented in the sale of Salah. That's what's really pissing me off tonight. It finally hit me tonight watching the game. This was not an honest sale. That Salah that had some redheaded kid in San Francisco pulling on the back to keep him on the sideline. That's the Salah I thought we were getting. He then comes here, forfeits everything on the defense over to some other guy, forfeits the offense to a young guy, whatever, and becomes, what's the trophy that the real nice guy in hockey wins? Calder? I forgot what it was. And becomes Mr. Nice Guy. Never yells, never gets mad, never screams, nothing. That's not the coach I wanted. That's not the guy I saw on TV every week. I've been sold a bunch of bullshit here. This is not who I thought I was getting. I was watching a press conference this week, and something he said really, really worried me. And I'm a big, deep down Salah fan, because I still think I'm getting that other Salah. He's going to come out. They asked Salah, because he wanted to ask him something about that game. They said, did you watch the Dolphin-Raven game last night? I guess that was the Thursday night game? This is the Friday press conference. He said, no. So the reporter couldn't ask him the question. And it just started to hit me. You gave up your defense responsibility to somebody else. You're playing the Dolphins, Nick. You don't want. I know he can watch the tape, but there's something about watching it live, especially if you're a coach of a team. I mean, that's why they have scouts to go watch the teams live. Everybody can get tape. I'm thinking to myself, why the hell didn't he watch the game? 2 AFC teams. One you're playing in another week. I'm getting more and more confused every week. So, TG&G, I know there's a lot of guys that disagree with me tonight. I know there are. You want to know something? I love you. I don't really care. I really don't care. You want to there's a lot of ways that people can get under people's skin, and you do this and you do that, and you beat the person in this, or you beat the person in that, or you do this, that. The one thing I can't take in life, even if it's on the internet, is when somebody tries to embarrass somebody. It's the way I was raised. I have no idea where I get it from. My mom. If somebody tries to embarrass somebody, it drives me insane. Because it's the worst thing you can do is embarrass somebody. And to have my football team, week in and week out, have these other football teams just trying to embarrass them is beyond me. I never get to root for the team that does the embarrassing, because my teams don't do that. Even my good teams that are good don't do that. Ugh. Dolphins are next. Go TG, go. Sorry, guys. It's become a vent fest.